Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're sharing a family love story with a bit of drama and humour. The old lady seemed really pleased at the nursing home, waving them off to go home, but old Xiao's eyes showed a hint of reluctance. Who would want to hang around in a strange place all the time? She felt quite worn out, or to avoid being a burden to her family. She often sat in different places, daydreaming. Old Xiao's life was a mess too. His son and daughter-in-law were busy, and no one washed his stinky socks. Mornings turned to fast food bread and an egg. She even daydreamed while driving. She accidentally rammed into a truck ahead. After dealing with that mess, she returned to her empty house, plopping down on the floor like a lonely. Just then, an old friend called, inviting her out. Sadly, it was to tell her that his wife had passed away. She held a travel brochure promised to her partner, but now the chance is gone, leaving her with mixed feelings. The next morning, old Xiao rushed to the nursing home only to find her partner having a breakdown. After finally calming her down, she just sat there staring into the distance, and it broke old Xiao's heart. How could old Xiao bear to let her spend her remaining days there? That very night, she decided to bring her partner home. However, her daughter-in-law was not pleased with this arrangement, since, let's be honest, they all had jobs and genuinely had no time to take care of her. That night, old Xiao tossed and turned, thinking of ways to bring the warmth back to the family. Bright and early the next day, he decided a family picnic was in order, even dressing up his partner in a lovely floral skirt for the outing. The sun was shining, and the family was cherishing an uncommon day of joy, smiles gleaming on everyone's faces. Seeing this scene, old Xiao couldn't help but smile. Who said he was a serious guy anyway? But good times never last. That morning, he discovered his shoes were caked with mud. To top it off, the car parked out front had been hit, and he was furious. He was prepared to check the dashcam in search of the perpetrator, but the footage he witnessed left him completely and utterly stunned. It turned out it was himself who took a midnight drive to the suburbs, totally clueless about it. Old Xiao's head felt like it had exploded. Meanwhile, her condition worsened, often mistaking her granddaughter for her deceased daughter. She nearly drenched her granddaughter with hot milk, and her daughter-in-law was in sheer panic. The daughter-in-law hastily woke a sleeping toddler, only to be mistaken for a thief by the confused old lady, who promptly yanked her hair. No matter how much the son pleaded, it was futile. In desperation, the daughter-in-law begged her just to get her to let go. This chaotic scene played out almost daily, and the daughter-in-law finally had enough, deciding to take her daughter back to her parents' place, telling her husband that she was expecting another baby. She made it clear she wouldn't live with her in-laws ever again. The man found himself in a tough spot, while the old lady felt deeply regretful for turning their home into such. She told her son, feeling guilty, that parents would eventually grow old, and it's the wife who walks with you through life. They each expressed their feelings of helplessness and the overwhelming pressure she felt in her roles as the son, husband, and father. Meanwhile, old Xiao realized and told her partner about her illness. She sold off the old buddy they had for decades and decided to cherish their time together. Thus, they embraced a long-awaited world for just the two of them. Old Xiao, who never touched house chores, surprisingly stepped up to hang the sheets. They resumed their familiar quarrels, which surprisingly brought a unique warmth to their daily life. Yet, living together as forgetful seniors wasn't easy. Old Xiao, picky over dinner, just stood there, lost. The old lady understood he was having an episode, so she ended up feeding him like a child. Just when everything seemed to be running smoothly, old Xiao suddenly felt the urge to pee. Before he could reach the toilet, it happened. The old lady's heart filled with helplessness, and tears streamed down her face. She didn't know how long she could care for him. As night fell, she thought she'd have peace, but old Xiao called the police. He shouted that someone had stolen his cab parked out front, and the old lady could only apologize silently to the police. To avoid such incidents happening again, she decided to chain the front door and left a note reminding old Xiao not to go out at night. Thankfully, their symptoms didn't usually overlap, and gradually, writing notes became their unique way of communicating. Eat when hungry, got it. You too, hair's long, let me cut. Don't give up, I only have you. Sorry, don't leave first. Their living room was soon covered with notes filled with care and love for each other. Even though sometimes the old lady would spill snacks everywhere out of frustration, yet in old Xiao's helpless gaze, she'd still hold up the snacks and try to feed him. Occasionally, they would sit on the roof, quietly watching the sunset and basking in the gentle breeze. I think such a cozy life in their later years is what many people dream of, but then something terrifying happened. One day, the old lady was watching videos of happier times and unexpectedly caught a glimpse of herself while having an episode, and her heart broke. A wave of guilt and self-blame washed over her, and the next morning, Old Zhao was awakened by agonized screams. It turned out that his partner had fallen in the bathroom. She hurriedly called for an ambulance and quietly expressed her remorse at the hospital bed. Thankfully, her partner woke up shortly after, and she heard everything that was said. Her partner gratefully asked Old Zhao, "Please do me a favor." Old Zhao felt embarrassed by this and realized she had only worried about making money in the past. She thought providing for the family's needs was enough, but as she faced the end of her life, she discovered there were still so many things she wanted to accomplish, so many words left unuttered. "Didn't you ever think about anything for me?" she murmured down. "I'm glad, and I'm truly glad as well." Then her partner asked if she remembered the dreams she had while pursuing her, to which Old Zhao replied she didn't. But the old lady recalled vividly that her dream was to earn a lot of money to take good care of her wife and kids. Looking at it now, Old Zhao had indeed fulfilled that promise. Yet, the old lady didn't want her to be overworked till the end, so she casually made up an excuse. Subscribe for more humorous stories.